Arkansas, welcome into Late Night Delight. I am your host, Morgan Cook. I was getting ready tonight and decided I didn't want to, so I didn't. Our first story tonight, a doctor in Texas has found a new way to decorate her $1 million home for Halloween with her husband. Let's take a look at this spooky setup. This woman kicked her husband out and has forced him to live on his own front yard for, get this, the last 6 months. There he is there. God knows why she started decorating for Halloween so damn early, but good decorations take time, I guess. The neighbors are a little worried, but don't worry. The thoughtful wife has posted this sign that you just saw to make sure everyone knows how to safely enjoy this interactive haunted house.
He's wearing the same clothing. It's dirty. He has no bathroom facilities, no shoes.
The weather's starting to get colder. He's very frail. He can't even walk.
She don't want me to live any kind of comfort.
And I'm afraid that he's going to die out here, in his yard.
A horror! She might just be onto something, though, you guys, for a new movie or something. But if you're wondering why he doesn't just get another Halloween gig that actually will feed him.
And how come you don't file for divorce?
They need money.
But it's all about the money, baby. Police say they've even been out to that house as many as 30 times in the last 6 months, so you could say business is going good for them. All right, moving along to news in Ohio now. The Hamilton County Board of Elections are heavily studying some voter documents turned in regarding the legalization of marijuana in the state. Turns out some dead people in Ohio really want pot to be legal too.
4 voter registration forms that purport to register people we know to be dead. We had 11 people whose names showed up on the petition forms who we know to be dead.
Now, the Board of Elections chairman voter says voter fraud is a crime, but all 11 of those voters are dead, so it looks like nothing can be done now. Stoners 1, cops 0. Might as well legalize the devil's lettuce before people that went to hell start coming back for it too, right? Am I right? In college news tonight, an altercation at UConn over jalapeno mac and cheese. This is actually very serious. This 19-year-old kid started demanding it from workers in the student union on campus Sunday night. But can you really blame the motherfucker? It's damn mac and cheese with jalapenos.
I was like pushing him, yelling at him, calling him names.
It looks like he is on some sort of weird meds other than just alcohol. I'm not.
What a fucking gangster. And the mac and cheese, we heard it's amazing. Can't blame someone for standing by their beliefs. Right, Kim Davis? Hashtag free the mac and cheese dude. And if that's not, if it's not one fat ass, unfortunately, it's another. A Rhode Island man who weighs just under 800 pounds, hot, just got kicked out of the hospital for ordering a pizza. 33-year-old Steven says his eating addiction is what led him here to the trunk of his father's SUV with no place to go.
It's an addiction, and I realize that, and it's a disease.
And if he comes home and I do get him up the stairs somehow, some way, he's going to go right back to his eating habits.
First of all, he probably won't make it up the stairs. Well, in the past 80 days, he was getting help. He even lost 20 pounds at the hospital he was at until he relapsed and he calls Domino's. We know how that goes. But Steven's father says taking his son home will be his death sentence, so they're just going to drive around and wear their car down instead.
Wait, he's weak on immigration. Take a look at his past. He's got $12 in the bank. He borrows. He works with his car dealer in Florida. Give me a break. Rubio is not the guy that's going to be negotiating with the kind of people you have to negotiate with to turn this country around. But just so you understand, very simple. And he was the one that attacked me first. I didn't attack him.
Well, if you didn't know how Trump feels about his rival Rubio, you do now, if you're still paying attention to my show. The Big D is even worried about how much water Rubio drinks, so much that he sent him a care package of water bottles. That's so sweet. Forget decorating for Halloween early. Let's start the giving season early. This gift was sent to Rubio's Washington campaign office, a 24-bottle case of Trump Ice natural spring water Natural, that's good for you. Trump also sent Rubio 2 towels, a bumper sticker, and a note. Why a towel? He said Rubio might need it for his sweating problem. But Trump isn't the only candidate getting Christmas season started early. Of course, Hillary has to join in too. She is a woman.
Hear the Republicans talking from time to time in their debates and elsewhere, and they say things like, oh, I don't know what she accomplished as Secretary of State. She didn't accomplish anything. I listened to that for a while. And then I thought, maybe they just don't know. So I have now sent each of them a copy of my book, Hard Choices, about what we did during those 4 years. So, there are so many of them, they could have a book club, and they could, if they want to know how you put together a coalition that imposes international sanctions on a country like Iran, they can read about it, because that's what I did.
She is definitely going to heaven. We have breaking news coming up right now. Looks like, what is this? What is this I'm hearing right here? Someone in the newsroom is saying a British ship just sank in the North Atlantic Ocean. Is that? Oh, I wish you guys could see the madness behind the scenes right now. The only guy that works here is running around like crazy. But anyways, yeah, I'm hearing that it hit an iceberg. What dumbass hits an iceberg? Oh yeah, everyone's dying. Oh yeah, and there's one bitch that just pulled the ultimate friend zone move, and she let her boyfriend go and die, even though there was room on that raft. Yeah, there was room on that raft. Anyways, we'll keep you updated with the latest. Back to scheduled programming. A new movie coming out this Halloween, perfect for the whole family. Polar Express to Hell, based on a true story. Take a look, and then we'll be right back after the break with a look at the weather indoors and outdoors.
What if there was a place beyond your imagination? And to get there, all you had to do was sin. There's hell itself.
I'm scared.
Be scared. Come journey to a world where nightmares become real. The Polar Express to Hell.
I'm surprised you're back. Welcome back. It's about that time. Let's check in with Matt, our metal meteorologist. How's it looking out there, Matt?
Tomorrow it might rain. So.
Thanks for that, Matt. Speaking of wet things, a dorm director at a college in Wisconsin has some explaining to do after he sent an email to residents giving them tips on how to give women orgasms. But can we complain, guys? Come on. Judge Legasite, he sent an email last Wednesday saying he wants to be honest about what he calls the orgasm deficit. And he's trying to start a conversation about how women are treated. What a great cause. You get an orgasm, you get an orgasm, you get an orgasm. Is there a picture? That just bombed. The ancient proverb is true. Not all heroes wear capes, people. Okay, so we've got a special guest for you guys tonight. He's got some great insight to share, if I say so myself. It's time to go down under for our first installation of Slack Chats. All right, Slack, first question for you. Where did you get your nickname from?
Well, my last name's Slacksmith, and all my friends back home in Australia make a nickname out of the Slack part of the name, like Slacky, Slacko, Slack. But I prefer the nickname Slack Swag.
Slack, what are you going to inform us about on today?
Today I want to chat about how drunken American girls react when they meet an Australian. I'm going to start with the dumbest question I've ever heard in my life, and I've been asked it more than once.
What's the question?
Well, I met this girl, and she was like, "Oh my God, you're Australian? Do you speak Australian or English?" "Nah, we don't speak English, only Australian." She's like, "Oh my God, that's so cool." Well, the same girl asked me the next most common question I get, and that's,
second most common question. Go.
"Have you seen a kangaroo?" And I was like, "Yeah, all the time. I just jump on their back, hop straight through town." Like it's true, except for the part where I jump on their back and hop through town.
Right. A couple quick questions for you. Are you high right now?
No.
Do you ever get nervous?
No.
Are you single?
Yes.
I heard you a girl. Is it true?
Depends what girl.
I heard you're getting money. Do you think that is with you?
Yeah. Just don't tell my Visa card.
All right. Thank you, Slack Dick.
No, Slack Swag.
Slack Swag.
Yeah.
Common mistake. Thanks for coming in.
I get it a lot. Thank you.
It. Good stuff right there. Coming back after the break, if you're looking for a job, you definitely want to stay tuned. We've got some great opportunities from the area. Stay with us. Please, please. That time of the week again. It's your Arky word of the day.
Oh, yeah. So it's time for the Arky word of the day.
What's the word?
The word today is boxers. You know, boxers are briefs, you know. And let me tell you how you use it in an Arky sentence. So I'm out with the wife, the girl, whatever you want to call her, and we're at, you know, this really, really nice restaurant, Chili's. I mean, oh my God.
You had to make reservations, didn't you?
I don't have a phone, but anyway.
You just
went
up there and waited for a couple hours?
Well, you know, whatever. So it's real nice, though. I'll tell you, it's real nice. But anyway, so we get done eating. The waiter comes up, and I said, "Hey, you know," well, first he asked me if he wants to take my plate, and I said, "Hey, I'm still eating, but you can box hers up." And that's the Arky word of the day.
Boxes. Thanks, Arky. See ya. Okay. If you're looking for a job in the area, stop looking. I got you. We did some research, and we found some great opportunities. Take a look at these. Arky might have posted this one himself. Quote, "Anyone know a place to go skinny dipping or a place just to be nude? This is supposed to be a place over my flat rock somewhere. Can somebody give me directions?" He might not be paying, but still a great chance to do some networking out there. Next one, this next job opening will probably go really fast, so apply quickly, you guys. This dude, I mean, Tulsa's first real superhero, he needs a partner, okay? So much that has a second Craigslist ad for the opening. Do we have that one? Oh yeah, here we go. That's his uniform he made. Handmade, might I add. Yeah, so you should look that up because that's a lot of reading. I'm not going to read it for you, but basically he's trying to do good, and he feeds the homeless from like 2 a.m. to 9 a.m. in the middle of the night. He's just really lonely, you guys. He needs a friend. Help him out. He's a real superhero. Coming up after the break, I've done the gritty research for you this week, so you don't have to. Your fantasy football update is next. Stay with us. Before we let you go tonight, we're going to take a quick look at your fantasy football update for the week so you can get ready to win. I did the research for you. Let's pull that sucker up. All right. Marshawn Lynch sucks dick. DeMarcus Murray didn't really suck at the beginning, but sucks dick now. Arian Foster sucking mad dick. Sammy Watkins. You know, he was actually straight before this season started, but now he's sucking dick. And Tony Romo, the biggest suck dicker in the world. Did I say suck dicker? The biggest dick sucker in the world. Oh. That's all our time for tonight. Not really. I just ran out of content. But we'll see you next week. Please come back next week. I promise I'll put makeup on. We'll see you then.